Hi guys, welcome. Danny here from the Magic Junk Drawer. So today I would like to discuss yoga. If there are people that are out there interested in yoga videos for beginners, people that have never done it before, people that may want to get into it but they're afraid, they don't know what to expect, or maybe people that have social anxiety, they don't want to go to a full class. If you are interested in beginner yoga videos, I was thinking of doing maybe a half hour videos, and from there, if you're interested and you have special things that you want to work on, I'll offer packages where I'll make a video for you and we can work on your specific issue, like somebody that maybe has an injury and even though it's healed, there's still an issue there. Like, we can work on things like that. So a little bit about my training. My first training I did was hot yoga. So many people know the series, the Bikram series. I didn't train with Bikram, but I trained in hot yoga, so I know the series. And that's one specific type of yoga. A lot of people don't know all the differences. Then there is Vinyasa yoga, which was my second teacher training, and that's more of like one posture goes into the next posture, goes into another posture, and it's quicker. It can be very challenging. People love it. So the difference between the two, the first one is you're going to do one posture and you're going to hold it, and then you're going to stop and you're going to do another. It never changes. So if you go to a Bikram studio in your town, you're going to learn the sequence and eventually you're going to know what comes next. And that's the beauty of it and what people also don't like about it. So if it's a day where you feel like you really need to focus and your mind is wandering all over the place, sometimes people don't want to know what comes next. It's a great place to start, especially if you're interested in hot yoga, because it's the beginner series. Vinyasa class will never be the same. It's always going to be a little bit different. So it sort of forces you to pay attention. Then there's yin. Yin is completely different. So these other classes would be more of like a yang classes. They're intense, you're sweating, your muscles will be sore the next day. Yang is the opposite. You're kind of going into the fascia, you're going into the ligaments and the tendons. You're not holding a posture with your muscles. You're kind of allowing yourself to go into it in a different way. It's very calm, it's very peaceful, and it's different. So if you're looking for something more powerful, you go to a Vinyasa flow class. That would be more of like the yang energy, the sun, the male, where yin is more female, the moon, darkness, that kind of stuff. You'll do several postures, but you'll hold them for a long time. But they're not postures where you're standing. You're usually going to be sitting. You'll have props. You'll be able to hold yourself up without feeling like you're straining. You're kind of melting into it. It's a great complement to everything else you do if you spend a lot of time working out, no matter how you're working out. Whatever you do, yin is a great complement. Restorative is a little bit different. Restorative is more of like a meditative yoga where you're not engaging any muscles. You're just propped up to the point where you could lay there forever and even fall asleep. That serves a little bit different of a purpose, but all of these yogas are excellent. They're excellent because they give you something different. So my suggestion, really, nothing replaces a real yoga class. Going to a studio and getting a real yoga class in a real studio, that would be my suggestion. But if the idea of that freaks you out, I can make these little videos. I was thinking half-hour videos at a time. Maybe I can do them once a week. And then if you wanted to do private ones for injuries. So my last teacher training was therapeutic yoga. What if you're somebody that has an issue with your low back? How do we fix that? How do we work to get you out of the back and strengthen the other muscles and fix what's going on? Now, I'm not a doctor, but it's so funny. I always used to say that I think I pull my muscles so that I learn how to fix them so that I could help the people that come to my class. I'm like, oh, I pulled my hamstrings like that. Let me show you what I did. And we can go from there. Now, Some people come to yoga, especially hot yoga, because they're looking for a workout. They want to burn a lot of calories. They want to be sore the next day. That's fine. That's excellent. Some people come because they need more of the meditative. That's great. You come for whatever it is that you want. But people that are really afraid or embarrassed, or they're unsure of what to expect, it would be a great way to break the ice for you if you wanted to do these videos, or even if you wanted me to make some personal videos for you, because we're all in different places in our lives. I mean, there are people that, you know, if you've been on a medication and it made you gain weight, sometimes people get self-conscious. They don't want to go into a yoga studio. They think that everybody is going to be like really skinny and in shape, and that's not true. Yoga is for everyone, and we, you know, educating people to know that. You don't need to be super flexible. That's not true. What you want from yoga is to find the balance between strength and flexibility. So people that are too flexible tend to be weak in other areas. Sometimes their joints are a little bit weak, or they're in danger of over stretching and pulling things. Stronger people tend to have better alignment, but they find that they don't have the flexibility and it's a little bit harder for them. But it's all about linking the breath to the movement and just working through it. And you have to start somewhere. Like everything, you just have to start somewhere, so you give it a shot. So that's about it for this video. You comment below if you're interested or if you have questions. And I like to do like we could go over like different body parts. Like for example, one of my nephews, my older nephew, was complaining that his hip bothered him. And he's very active. He does all kinds of stuff. Very active. And I noticed when he was running that his right foot was turning in. So when your feet, if you don't have proper foot alignment, you're going to have issues. Usually with the knee, sometimes with the hip, it could be both. Now he's young, so he can learn to correct this now. It's much better for him to correct it now as a kid than if he's like 40 and trying to fix that. It's just his body is programmed to do that. Why? Because that's what it does. So here's a test. Take notice when you walk up to the kitchen sink, or when you're standing in line at the grocery store, and look down at your feet. Take notice of what they're doing. Do they turn out like this? This was very natural for me. When I started to work on straightening them, it felt like I was doing this, but I wasn't. So you always want your feet to be even, parallel, like the number 11. Other people, like him, he's like this, but just one. Why? Because that's how he is. Like his body just got programmed to it. Because that's what we do. We get programmed to, you know, using your right side if that's your stronger side, your left side if that's your stronger side. And you have to consciously make a change to change that. Like you have to consciously know it. And unless somebody points it out to you, you're not going to know. You're just going to think, oh, I have a hip problem. How come my hip hurts? And then it could cause somebody to not continue with the activities that they love doing because it causes pain. And we don't need to live in pain. We got enough problems. All right, if you like what we're doing here at the Magic Junk Drawer, let me know what you're thinking. Subscribe, like, share, and we will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.